Hi, this is Anita from the BYU One Asia podcast, and I'm so excited today to have my good friend Rebecca here with me, Rebecca
Hi,
Chir.
Anita.
So, Rebecca, maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself and introduce yourself and what your experience with BYU. I know you went to BYU Provo to the law
Yeah.
school there, and just tell us a little bit about yourself that some of the listeners may not know.
Okay. So I grew up in a Mormon family. Yeah. So during my just student period, everyone just tell me, oh, you have to go to BYU. So I just said, okay, okay. And then after my mission, I got a really good mission president.
So,
Uh,
where did you serve your mission, by the way?
Taiwan, Taichung. Yeah. So my mission president is Preston Stratford, and he is from BYU Law School, right? And then he's very successful BYU Law School graduate. So uh,
I know Tim well. Yes, Tim
yeah,
and
right, right,
okay,
right,
yeah.
right, right. So he wrote me the very good reference later. So I just get the chance to go to BYU Law School for LLM for master degree. So during my the 1 year at BYU Law School, I learned a lot, and then I went to BYU. I mean, just at that time there's a MOB, Organizational Behavior Master degree. So I went there, and then I also just try to get in some classes. So do you know Stephen Covey, right? Uh, he
Yes,
was
yes, I
really,
do. Yes,
yeah, he
yes.
was really, really, famous professor at that time. So I went to his class and just joined his class. So after 1 year, I got my master degree. I decided to come back to Taiwan, maybe to pass a degree for business, just for a business degree, master degree, just the MOB. Yeah. But when I get back to Taiwan, and I just the professor just told me, oh, you have to get better. You get the 1 year experience, working experience, then apply for the business school. I just said okay. So I went to a bank. Just after that, I just got married and never come back to BYU business school again. Never. So, after uh bank, I just started to my kind of like a business trip. I mean, just I went to a bank for 4 years, and then after a bank, and just at that time start from the mobile industry. So that's 20 years ago already. Yeah, so it's very long time ago. This is a new era for mobile business, for mobile industry. So it's really good to get into this industry from very new, and then to learn, and then to see the progress of the mobile industry. So um after 10 years of that, and BYU Management Society went to Taiwan, came to Taiwan and say, "Oh, we might just set up a BYU MS Taiwan." And at that time, so Russ is our first president, and he just said the,
Oh, really? Ross
yeah,
was
right,
Rothschilds.
yeah,
Okay,
right.
yes.
And then he just said, "Oh, Rebecca, you can you join?" And I said, "Sure, no problem. Even I'm not from BYU Management Society, BYU Management School." And I just say, okay, no problem. So from that time till now, it's already 10 years, 11 years actually. Well, last year we celebrate for 10 years anniversary for BYU Management Society in Taiwan. Yeah. So that's a basic history on my.
Wow. And I should point out again, those that don't know, that the BYU MS Taiwan is probably the largest and most active BYU Management Society chapter in the world. There are a few chapters even come close to it. So we all have them as the gold standard and the really big gold star. I think another thought that I had as I was listening to you talk about BYU and going to hear Stephen Covey talk is it sounds like you took a lot of opportunities you could at BYU to learn everything.
Right.
And I think sometimes, I was listening to a podcast this week where someone was saying how, we're young and we just want to rush through everything. We want to, rush to get, rush to go on a mission, rush to come home, rush to get married, rush to do this. And we sometimes don't take the time to
Yeah.
appreciate things. And I really like that thought where you're saying that you went and you learned from Stephen Covey. So it sounds like you used your time at BYU to really learn and grasp as much as you could. Is that a fair statement?
Actually, I truly love to learn something new. Yeah, so um, I went to law school. I even remember one time my law school professor just told us said if you can have a time to learn something new and then to learn something more than law, and that's really good thing. So I at that time I just decided to learn something new, and then just organizational behavior is really interesting to me at that time, and I just thought oh, that's
Mhm.
good to have a organizational behavior thing. I didn't know that before, nothing. No, I just went there and then to join some classes. I think, oh, that's a really cool. And at that time, I didn't know Stephen Covey well.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a
mm,
really just I just listen. I read the book, Seven
mm,
Habits at that time as
mm,
the first time. So I didn't know this book will be very the most famous book in the
mm.
industry afterwards.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, I started from the first chapter, and I really know. Oh, that's our
Mm,
philosophy. I mean, just a church philosophy
mm.
embedded in this book. So this seven habits really make me change something. Yeah. So I just really appreciate for that.
That's great. That's great. And so, just something I have to point out, and this is a little bit off the subject, is you and I switched places because I got an LLM in Hong
Yeah.
Kong in
Yeah.
Chinese law, and you went to America and got an LLM in Chinese law. So we kind of switched places, Rebecca.
Yeah. I
I don't know
know.
why we did that, but I wanted to talk for a minute about something really exciting that we have coming up as an area,
Yeah. Okay.
which is and you're very heavily involved with, and
Mm-hmm.
definitely one of the key people of it is, why don't you tell us about this exciting conference, why you picked the theme you picked, and tell us about this conference and what people could expect who are gonna attend.
All right. So this is this year we Taiwan BYU MS Taiwan is really appreciate to have a chance to host this year's event. I mean, just annual uh event, just Asia, right? So our topic for this year, main topic is AI and the digital transformation. So I think why we selected this two topic is because AI change our lives actually during this 10 years. But for this during this past 2 years, is a really big topic
Right.
for AI, and then changed so much. After ChatGPT gets on.
Right.
Right? So so uh, in Taiwan, we are really we can say it's really happy, or just to because we have a very good industry in Taiwan. I mean, just a computer science art.
Mm.
So we have a really good environment for AI. So I think how we can
Rebecca, a question to ask you, would you say Taiwan is one of the top places in the world for AI now?
Not top places. I cannot say so because, but
Okay.
America, US, USA. I mean, just America is the top one, of course, because
Okay.
there's so many big companies over there, and then
But
just
in Asia, you're
oh,
definitely one of the top.
yeah, in
Okay.
Asia, yes, yeah. Uh,
Okay.
I of course China is another one, right?
Yes, yes, of course.
So big market. But for Taiwan, there's very good engineers here.
Yeah.
We have a really good semiconductor industry. So
Mhm.
because of this conductor industry, so we have a really, really good I mean, all this kind of talents in Taiwan.
Mm,
So I think Taiwan is a good market for testing AI services or AI models because this is
mm,
small but very, kind of like advanced in this industry. So
mm.
so that's why we choose this topic, digital transformation and AI driven Asia sustainable growth, because this is for Asia, right? For Asia conference. So we hope we can um, get every countries involved for this
Mm.
sustainable market. And of course, leading topic will be AI and digital transformation, which will be, which will be, I think, two leading uh, progress in
Mm.
for the future world, like maybe 10 years, right? So
Okay.
so that's why we choose this two topic. And then I think it's good to make every Asia members to come to learn. And
Mm,
of course, we will invite some professors from the US, from
mm.
BYU, or even we invite some industry leaders to give us a keynote talk so they can really tell us the trends of the market and then the how we can learn, how we can do to face this kind of like challenge of the market.
Great, great. So you're having it, this is going to be a little different than our past conferences because you're holding it together joint with the university, correct?
Right, correct. This is another new thing, I think, because
Mm,
usually we will use a chapel,
mm,
to cooperate with a local church. So actually the participants almost are the church members. But this year we
mm,
think we should go out of the church. So we decided
mm,
to work with university here in Taiwan. It's a really good university, and which they also focus on AI
mm.
industrial AI topic, AI trends. So we think we can kind of like leverage their ability and then leverage their professor resources,
Mm.
so we can really get into this just uh, new market, not the only church members.
Mm.
We can attract more students or more industrial people to join BYU MS.
Right,
Yeah, and
great.
then to make it more people to know BYU MS, how BYU MS in their influence, or how BYU MS, how
Mm.
BYU even to kind of like to get people to know more about BYU.
And I think I'd like to just point out at this point, BYU Asia focus on three things: personal development, professional development, and moral and ethical leadership. But we are an organization that's open to all.
Yeah, right,
Even though BYU is affiliated with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but anyone can join BYU Management Society of any faith, any religion, any race, any age can join the BYU Management Society. And I think that's kind of what you in Taiwan are trying to show and to do,
right.
that anybody can join. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct, correct. So actually, for BYU MS Taiwan, we do have a non-member,
Mm,
non-church members, a BYU MS member, right?
right, right.
So that's really good. And then they join, and then they give us new idea for market, because BYU MS is just like you said, it's a society.
Mm,
And then this kind of like to our goal is to make a businessman to be more
mm,
more moral. So
right.
yeah, I think if we can attract more people, more businessmen to join, that will be really good for future development of BYUMS.
And it also helps with the networking.
Right, 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 correct.
To meet people outside of your own group of people that you might already know, to expand your network and get to know other people, meet new friends, meet new networks, talk to new people, learn new things,
Yeah,
right? All of
right.
that is a positive reason why to hold it at a university, maybe versus the way we normally hold it. You know,
Mm-hmm,
I
correct.
yeah, I love that idea. I think it's a great idea. So so the management society, I know we're doing something different too this time, where we're going to have some company visits as part of a tour one day. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Just because Taiwan, we have a really good corporate visit history. I mean, just from BYUMS Taiwan. So we before during this couple years, we visit more than I think more than 80 companies already in Taiwan. So
Wow.
yeah, this year we decided to give a chance to uh people just Asia members to really know how we do this, and then how we do this corporate visit. And we went to their corporate, and then we talked to their a C level, and then as they will introduce their company to us, and then see even just kind of like open some in employment seats for us. So we really know how how the corporates work, and then how the corporates kind of like in their industry, how they work. So uh this year we decided to introduce maybe three different corporates, like AI, and then one is maybe semiconductor we are contacting, and then one is um me- medical, I think. Yeah. So we will decide it. Yeah.
Great. So if you had any advice for somebody that was, in the industry now looking at AI or digital transformation, what advice would you give them?
Uh, yeah, it's embarrassed to say advice, but yeah, but we really want people. We really encourage people to learn more
Yeah.
AI service or AI applications, because there's so many applications, and then they change all the life, all lives actually. So so I
I
will
can testify
you
to
say.
that. I've been doing AI songs. So so Shane Wong, if you're out there listening, your business boot camp has maybe changed or destroyed my life. We'll have to see. For
Right,
those
you
of you that
see.
don't know, we recently had a very great business boot camp with Taiwan with the Shane Wong. If you guys haven't had a chance to listen to it, I highly recommend it. It's on our YouTube channel. And he talks about AI, and he gave a lot of really great applications. And one is a great one that will write your songs.
Yeah, right. So write your songs, huh?
That's
Songs for cat and for dog. But
right.
but
That's
actually,
right.
yeah, actually, we think AI applications we have to use. If we don't use, we don't know how they, close to us, right?
Right.
So Yeah, if we don't use it, and then we don't know how they can help us, how they can shorten our working period, how they can help us to do more
Mm.
efficient work. So I think we don't have to afraid of AI. Just
Right.
maybe they will just kind of like reduce some how can I say working seats. I mean, how maybe
Mm,
some employment will be get affected, but
mm,
I think AI is truly help us. I mean, just truly help us to be more efficient. And before, we might take 10 days or 7 days to make a
mm.
PowerPoint and to think how to arrange the photo and then how to make this look nicer. But after AI, we might just do it within 30 minutes. It's a really, really good PowerPoint. And then even we don't have to think more about this, how we can lay out all the things and then how we how the content will be, and AI will help us. So I think that's why we think this year we must tell something about this to everyone, to introduce to everyone, and then make uh, members, make a BYU MS members to get more efficient, and then to get more uh, smart to use this kind of applications or tools.
Yeah, and I heard Thomas Friedman recently say that the last thing humans will create is AI because AI will start creating everything. And I thought that was really good. So, there's some talk that, AI could eliminate up to 300 million jobs,
Yeah,
especially a
right.
lot of entry level jobs. So everyone is saying the thing that I've heard everyone say when I heard Thomas Friedman talk, when I heard Shane Wong give his talk, and just what you talked about now is you have to, in this type of environment, constantly be learning,
Right.
constantly be learning new things. And that's one of the focuses, I would say, of our conference, why we hold the conferences, because the
Mhm.
conference is an opportunity for us to gather together and learn from each other. And as is the Management Society itself, with the programs we have and other things like that, where we can gather together and learn together
Yeah.
things to help us. And that's why I think in today's world, this is essential. It's no longer an option. This is
Hmm.
actually essential.
Yeah. And then another thing for this year conference, we set up some booth, just kind of
Yes.
like an exhibition, and we invite all the people, all the I mean just the companies from maybe from Philippines or from Mongolia or from other countries to come to Taiwan, and then to introduce their products or introduce
Mhm,
their services, to find maybe to get the chance to find some cooperation uh, partners here in Taiwan. So we set up a booth for everyone. I mean, of
mhm,
course they have to apply for that, but we set up some booth, maybe more than 20 booth or 10 booth, 15 booth. So
mhm.
it everyone can kind of like communicate each other. This is a really networking thing. Yeah. So we think we can uh, give them give everyone this chance, especially for business competition, right? Business plan
Right.
competition. So after they uh, have their own companies, they must
Mm,
need to sell their products. So how they
right.
sell their products, and then we give them a platform to sell their products, to find more partners, foreign partners.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd like to ask kind of like a little bit as a closing question here as we're what do you think that people can gain or learn, or what have you gained or learned as being part of the BYU Management Society? I mean, obviously you've been involved in Taiwan for many years. You've been an integral part of it. what is some ways this personally maybe improved or changed your life? For people who might be thinking about joining or thinking about being part of it, what would you say to them?
I think BYU MS is a really good platform. I mean, just how I can say that because we can know more. We just kind of like it's an association, so we know different people. We just kind of like a very good group. So just like you said, there's a networking purpose, and then there's we in BYU MS Taiwan we have classes we just have courses. I mean, just not class, I mean courses. We we tell people how to set up a company, how to make you more efficient, how to manage your time schedule, and then we can even how to do accounting work. So we have this kind of different courses so people can really learn something in BYU MS. And not only network people and then also it's true some skills we can learn from BYU MS.
I think that's great because, we live in a world now where I feel like the way the world's changing with AI and other things is that you have to learn these new skills, especially your small
Right.
business owner. No longer is it that you're just going to learn this or you're just going to learn that. You need to really, maybe be a little bit more broad because someone was saying like AI could, affect things like accounting, quite a bit
Mhm.
because accounting
Yeah,
does facts
right,
and figures,
right,
coding. So
right.
people, they have to have other skills too, besides just a narrow skill. They need to
Yeah.
have a wider skill, I guess is what I'm kind of saying.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, in today's world, because the world's changing so fast and to constantly be learning. So,
Yeah.
we love BYU MS Taiwan. It's such a great
Thank you.
chapter. You guys are doing
Thank you.
so
Thank
many great things.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
we have people can go to our website and find out more about our conference. There can be more put up about it, I guess, speakers and
Yeah.
times and all of that, right? We'll be starting to get that
Right,
out.
right. And then we have really good breakouts this time, and we share the future industry and business management and
Mm.
entrepreneurship, and also we have a business plan competition for this year, of course. So I
Right.
think we invite all the members, non-members, to join this year's conference. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Well, thank you, Rebecca, for your time. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you
Thank
spending some
you.
time with me today and going through all this. And those of you that are interested, check out our webpage, BYUMSAsiaPacific.com. And this will also be on our YouTube channel. So check out all those things. And we'd love to have you join with us. It's November 13th, 14th, and 15th in Taipei, Taiwan.
Right.
So we look forward to seeing you all there. We even did an AI song for it. So you can all come to Taipei. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
That's
thank you
from
all.
Anita.
That's
The
from
song
me.
is from Anita. After
That's from
Sharon's
me.
seminar.
After Shane's seminar, it became my song. So
Yeah.
I learned a lot of things about AI from Shane that I've been using. So I have to say, you do learn a lot from BYU MS, which you
Right.
normally take, you time to learn in other ways. But I learned it like in one evening,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Correct.
So I'm thankful for the BYU Management Society that helps us learn these things. So all of you come and join with us. We look forward to having you being part of us. Thank you.
Thank you.